What is up, everyone, and welcome back to more Nier Replicant. Thank you so much for all the love and all the support on this series. Of course, this is a first playthrough. I don't know anything about this game other than what we have played, of course. And of course, I have also played Nier Automata back when that first came out as well. Absolutely phenomenal game. If you guys want to watch my first playthrough of that, it is, of course, on my channel. So, in the last episode, we done the Sandy village and we saved their prince. Now, we need to go and speak to Popola just now.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be dream able to get your advice dream on the matter. Excuse me? This is going to be a nightmare to read. Recently there have been dream reports, dream of a certain dream, evil dream, cursed dream, evil dream, words. Maybe I can decipher this? Certain evil, curse, evil words, and someone. Okay, maybe I can't decipher that.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Yes, I would agree.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth?
So I think I told you guys, I actually went to the Forest of Myth when I was messing about off screen, but nothing happened other than like a mini cutscene when I went into the forest, but obviously the people who were there were not speaking to me.
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But...
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh, well, alright. Thank you. The Forest of Myth is to the north, after you cross the small wooden bridge in the northern plains.
Okay, as I say, I know where that is because I have been there before. I really need to stop singing in this. Every single video I have put up for this game on YouTube has been getting copyright claimed because I've been singing the song and they're claiming my voice, and I'm like, can you not do that, please? So yeah, that's been a thing throughout this. Now, I'm kind of up to date with a lot of the side quests unless I'm going to start getting new ones in new places, but at the moment, there's not much new. I still need goat hide, that's still a thing. And there's a couple of other things that I still need to do. But we are opening up the map a little bit more. Is that another spider on my wall? I swear. If you guys watched me play Resident Evil, you'll know that I was in the middle of, you know, trying not to die when I got attacked by a spider in my own home. Believe it. No, I wasn't attacked by it, but like it started coming down the wall. That was enough for me. I totally rushed through the demo because all I could see was this spider on the wall, and I was like, nah, I'm not dealing with that. So it's not goat meat I want though, it's goat. Yes, goat hide. Orhide, as they say in Japanese. There's a lot of shades hanging around this area. Now, obviously, I have my own gameplay channel. I'm doing Batman on there just now. I try not to have too much variety on there at any one time. So I feel kind of bad because I've not really had much time to do... Well, I mean, it's my own fault, let's be honest. But this game came out, and I have wanted to play this for a very long time. So unfortunately, my Batman has been getting shelved a little bit. Did I miss out on that other one? Yeah, I did. My Batman's been getting shelved a little bit, and I feel kind of bad about that. Right, let's just take out these guys. One thing I learned is that you don't get experience from, why? You don't get experience from the side missions. So I done a ton of side missions, and I was like, I'm still like barely even leveling up. Like, what's going on here? I was gonna say I got a new one. See, Rebirth, wasn't that the one I got in the last episode? But that's funny because, oh wait, it's a level 1. So maybe if I actually leveled these up. Nah, I still feel like the weapon I'm using currently is the best weapon to be using right now. I should have got on my boar, shouldn't I? There's so many shades here. Like, thank goodness that, oh, the Kaine is here because I'm in a bit of trouble. Should probably update my words. Okay. Yes, let's go into this and just have a look at the words. Ah, see, it's changed again because obviously, as I've been playing the game, I've been picking up better words. It's so hard not to sing. I counter all the claims anyway, but it means that I don't get paid from this series for a wee while because what happens is YouTube holds the money from your video in a pot, an invisible pot, of course, and until the claim comes off, you don't get paid. And then a claim can take up to a month to come off, so it's frustrating. Okay, you guys are a problem. Oh, I missed. Oh, we got a new word. Magic defense +2. Yeah, hearing the words in your headphones gets a bit strange sometimes. But not so much. It's great. So I don't think I'll get a cutscene this time. Maybe? Probably not. No. So the first time I came in here, it gave me just like a little cutscene of the area and just like an overview, things like that. But as I say, nothing actually happened, so I reckon it'll be different this time. Ah, see, we can talk.
Beware. Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind. It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
Oh. So, somebody different was talking when he was asleep, right?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at Susie and Vice.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the death dream was spread from person to person by spoken words. But before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Weiss stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
Oh, what?
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Susie's suspicion, Weiss exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
This is like that Smallville episode all over again.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Susie had seen, and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Susie and Weiss racked their brains, but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
Can you stop insulting me? Thank you.
It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Weiss looked skyward, as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
Listen, I'm just narrating the story, Weiss. The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Susie like a contagion? Wait, said Susie suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming or something that dreams or... What the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Susie's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Susie. Susie. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lights across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Susie nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second, I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Susie, just ask. Now hold on, I did not say that. Silence, cried Weiss. The grimoire looked from Susie to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet, you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization drawing on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right, you're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of Susie and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Susie slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Susie's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once, he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Susie to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Susie snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Susie leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Susie slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? Susie could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as Sunni's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Sui, sui, sui. Shuk, shuk, shuk. Woo, 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 woo. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Susie began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. it's not just white noise. It's something else. The insects weren't just calling out. They were asking a question. 1, with it's lacking. 2, with it is just ideal. 3, with it is dangerous. What is it? Be my pages? Is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1, with it is lacking. 2, with it is ideal. 3, with it is dangerous. What is it? The answer is a secret. The answer is a seesaw. How should I know? I don't know. 1, with it is lacking. 2, with it is ideal, which is a seesaw. And 3, with it is dangerous. So yeah, 3 people on a seesaw is pretty dangerous. So I'm gonna say a seesaw. Something that's ideal with 2 people, but is dangerous with 3. It's a seesaw. Vice's mouth flew open. But before he could say anything, the world suddenly shifted. Reen, reen, wah! When Susie came to, he was once again surrounded by the sounds of insects. The cries of the insects were creating woods. Words he had heard somewhere before. Not woods, words, sorry. Uh-oh. Damn it. Another riddle. Wait. I mean, I just said it was a seesaw. Was it not a seesaw? Should we pick a different answer this time? Are you guys liking this story time with Susie, by the way? It's been a while since I've had to like voice a scene. Shall we say it's a secret this time? Inwardly furious that Vice left the task to him, Susie sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insects stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Susie like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest anthropods are making a road for us, said Vice with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Susie moved on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Susie after a bit. Vice spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Susie picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Vice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sun? Absurdly easy, barked Vice. Now answer it. Susie gritted his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all. This one is pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, it's sunlight. Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Vice softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look! Cried Susie, awaking Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nested among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Susie walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Susie. But before he could get any further, the cloaked man held up a hand and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Susie tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Susie. Well, at least it's an easy one. It is, because I'm not 100% what it could be. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. I honestly don't know. Because how would it be a man? 4 legs in the morning. 2 at noon, end the night with 3. I don't know. I'm just gonna take a guess on this one. An angel? As the words were spoken, Susie found himself covered in a snow of perfect white feathers. A warm, gentle feeling ran up his spine as a creature of unimaginable beauty shimmered into existence. Susie found himself unable to hold back tears as the being's voice rang out. Okay, so it's not an angel. A demon. As soon as the words were spoken, the forest began to swirl around them. Leaves browned and fell from trees. Branches withered and died. The tall green grass shriveled into dark curls of ash. Uh-oh. Suddenly, a massive demon appeared before Susie and unleashed a tremendous roar. Wrong. Now try again. Okay, so it's obviously man. The mist dissolved from the cloak's figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor! Cried Susie. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What does that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Susie watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Susie and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it! You actually made it back! His left hand grasped Susie's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. God, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Susie withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Susie filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Susie cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself. Susie and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten? Continued Vice. It is words that control the death dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor. The first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Susie shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh, wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did! I'm back! He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it. But I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand and collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Susie and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor, as an awry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure, said Vice. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained, when the prayers was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Vice. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. Susie and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Vice, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Susie mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left with them. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a moment. You know, he said softly. This is gonna sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too. Susie tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Susie gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly, his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Nice. Okay, so oh my gosh, I was not prepared to do a story time just then. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a lot on my voice just then. So now
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
I mean, I kind of want to overthink it because, as you say, all we had to do was tell a
Now I
story.
can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most...
I know.
So the other people that are here, are they still asleep? Because there's 2 more here.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Oh! No. I don't want to do their dreams just now. Reason being, if they're filled with riddles and I have to do that much talking again, I think I would rather do that in the next episode instead of just having an entire hour that's filled with me having to voice this scenario, you know? The boy, he's always running around outside. Oh, that's so cute. I'm guessing that's the ones that run around the fountain in the center of the place.
So how was the village?
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
It was definitely strange, right? It was such a strange encounter. Yeah, I'm gonna ride my bull. Come here, Mr. Boar. Look at him go! It's such a quicker way of actually getting around this place, because it's not far, don't get me wrong. Well, I've done that. I don't like doing it, you guys know that, for the record, okay? If I could choose not to kill all the sheep. They're so cute, I just love farm animals. I think because I literally live on a farm right now, it's like, I can't hurt them. If there was cows in here that I had to kill, well, I'd have to draw the line at that, I'm afraid. Oh man, I've probably got enough mutton to give to that lady. Okay. Oh my god, no. No, I didn't want to kill the, I'll take it. Not what I meant to do. So yeah, it's really interesting to me that Kaine never goes into any of the villages. She always hangs about outside of them. And I wonder, like, is she an enemy of these villages? Because we still don't know much about her. Like, not yet, anyway. Doesn't really explain how that guy was in a dream world and he managed to send a letter from within the dream world, right? Because that's interesting. Very strange. I love that one there where Yona thinks that Kaine is always like super polite and I bet she's so nice, and it's like, well, listen, good for you for thinking kind of people, okay?
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things.
I told you guys, the fast travel canal.
Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried, so maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
Well, thank goodness he has a bright red bag, like myself, if that makes it easier to spot
The person
him.
I asked to help with the...
Okay. Off to Seafront we go! So yeah, I reckon in the next couple of videos, I'll go into the dream for... Because I've seen 2 other people there. I don't know how many more dreams there are to do. But what we could do is in the next episode, we could do one of them. And then another
A canal,
one after.
is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
You think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
Here's your mutton, ma'am.
Oh, thank you. I swear these children of mine just love their mutton. If you ever find any more, I'll be happy to buy it.
How much mutton? Oh, sorry, how many children do you have?
Here's your mutton.
Oh, thank you.
Here's your mutton.
Oh my
thank
gosh. I have so much.
Please get that.
Like, how much does she need? Because I thought it was like 10. 10 for every 1,500 that she gives you. Uh-oh, we got some more. Some more?
Excuse me, but have you seen my son?
I don't think so. Why? Is something wrong?
When I got home, I found a note from him that said he was leaving and not to look for him. What if he's left the village? Please, you have to help me. I'll pay you whatever you want. My son shouldn't be too hard to spot. He wears a very odd hat. You can see it from a mile away.
A very odd hat.
Okay. If I see him, I'll let him know his father is worried about him.
What kind of a very odd hat? Because I'm still trying to find emails, okay? And I don't know where he is. Cock-a-doodle-doo! I love this game, I really do. I'm not used to playing RPGs where I have to voice everything anyway, so things like that really don't bother me too much. I quite enjoy doing it, actually. Goodies from you. Oh, he's gonna be mad. He's gonna be mad. The times I've been coming here lately, I keep getting a boss fight. It's a really good way to like test my skills, but sometimes it's like really difficult. Who needs the canal anyway? Look at this thing. Certainly gets you where you want to go quick enough. Imagine you could take it into the actual village. Oh. I could put it on a lead and I could like lead it around the seafront with me. That would be good. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this guy. Hey, there he is.
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popola sent me to...
Oh god, it's over. My life is over.
Why?
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
But we're gonna do it anyway, Vice.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back. I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you?
Oh, that's terrible. Would you like us to help you look for her?
Really? You do that for me?
Sure. But do you have any idea where we should start?
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friends.
All right, and I guess we'll start with them.
Thank you. This means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
I am totally with you. Like, if I end up wearing, like, the same top as my partner, like, that's just weird. But, like, if we were to have matching rucksacks, even weirder.
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage. Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone. And it's all my fault.
Why is it all your fault, though?
Okay, just stay calm. We'll go look for her, all right? You sit tight.
Okay, so let's head into
I'm willing
this
to bet that
tavern.
man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
Are you always so harsh, Vice?
Hey there, I'm, looking for a woman carrying a red bag.
Could he not have at least given us her name?
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change. Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop. Maybe you should try her?
I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round? Or
I'm
three?
like 14 or something. I don't know how old I am.
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink.
Gosh, they're all like, they're so thirsty. I know they're in the tavern, but like not a good kind of thirsty. You dig? Okay, so people clearly know them in this area, but they're not. I don't know. It seems like they
What, this?
Oh, I thought you were someone else. I'm sorry. Yeah, they seem to have a little bit of a reputation. I don't know. But I'm not to judge.
Hey there, do you know a woman with a red bag by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town, but I figured it was just idle talk.
Leaving town, huh? Alright, thanks for your time.
Oh, great. So she's gone?
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
So there is a building that we haven't explored yet. Now, when you come out of here, and this got me a belter, you guys. It didn't happen on camera, unfortunately. It happened off camera. I deviated and I found a giant spider, and I was like, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. It's the only place that we haven't really explored yet. So I wonder, it's up here. And I don't much appreciate these giant spiders. If you have arachnophobia like me, I'm sure you'll feel the same. Oh, great. Did I just get poisoned? It says that poison will clear up by itself. Okay, there's absolutely no music here. But I wonder, maybe she's inside? I don't know if I've got... Do I have anything? Aha, I do. Cool. Oh, I probably should have killed the rest of the spiders first. Never mind. I mean, if she chose to come in here, then she's pretty stupid. Oh, actually, never mind. I don't even think I can get in there. But I wanna. No? Okay, well, there's absolutely nowhere to go on the map right this second, so was it just me though, or was there a severe lack of color when we went through there? It was so gray. What's Kaine doing? Uh-oh.
Something about that shade seems rather odd.
Oh no, don't tell me.
Hey, look at this.
Oh no!
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest.
I know, but that's not good, Vice.
Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no. Do you think the Shades got her?
I fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Well, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man the truth.
Oh man. It's something about this game, it doesn't like happy endings at all. Every side mission I've ever done where I have to find someone or find the dog, and then when I went to tell the grandpa the dog was dead, the grandpa died, and now I'm looking for this woman and she's dead, and then I have to find this other guy's son, and we all know that he's probably dead, so this game is just... it just doesn't like happy endings whatsoever. The likelihood he's gonna want to finish the canal now. We're gonna have to give him some time to grieve.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
We didn't, but we got this off a Shade.
Oh no, this is hers.
So our fears were correct.
Oh God. How could this happen to her? This is all my fault.
Why is it all your fault?
If I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because
I think we should give him some time to himself, Vice.
What's wrong?
I take it all back! What? She's alive?
Dumpling, you're not dead!
What in the world are you talking about? Oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much. I can't believe I went and dropped it like that.
Oh, this is such a relief.
Okay, seriously, what's going on?
Okay, so maybe there are some happy endings.
I see. So, you found a Shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling, but I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot!
What?
Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my family, gone for a week. Remember? Ugh, are you serious right now? Why don't you ever listen to me?
This is why you probably should listen to your ladies, okay?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with all speed.
I know, Vice, but we need the guy. I'm gonna be nosy.
I can't believe you didn't listen to me, and you ate my apple. Ugh, you are the absolute worst.
What? Oh, like you're some perfect angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag.
Whoa!
You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my wife, right?
Wait, you're asking me?
Yeah, don't involve me. I mean, you shouldn't have eaten the apple.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting there. Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
Listen, we're not friends. Okay, you've got a job to do, and that's why I'm here.
Did I cross a line there?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
Ha! You're damn right I did, and I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob. You there! My husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Oh, God.
Pardon, but madam,
You're both as bad as each other.
Oh, enough. The both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
Big talk for a floating magazine.
Whoa!
I see you finally agree on something.
So, about the canal. 1 hour later. Oh my God. Poor Susie.
Do you not even understand how frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like you.
Vice, what do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
I think that's probably for the best.
That's it. I have had enough. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job? Everyone in the neighborhood treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed slob of a husband.
Actually, I have a job now.
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy. Well, this calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm going to bake you a nice apple pie.
But can you though? I thought he ate the last apple. Wow, that relationship? Woohoo! If you ever find yourself in a relationship like that, walk away, okay?
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well?
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Oh, heck, the canal! We need to ask him about the canal!
After all that.
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
All right! That's why you came here in the first place, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
Oh. Well, thank God! Why didn't you say so?
Heavens, that was exhausting.
Tell me about it.
Tell me about it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
I can't, you guys. Yeah. It might seem cutesy or whatever from the outside, but if you find yourself in a relationship like
the
that...
couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
I mean, maybe you could just, you know, do some grocery shopping anyway, Vice, instead of just floating around being a lazy bones. How about that? Yeah, if you ever find yourself in a relationship like that, take it from me, okay? I have many, well, I say many, I've not had that many relationships, but if you're squabbling all the time, it's not normal. Maybe it's just I'm not an argumentative person. Very strong-willed, like if I want something, then I want something, but I'm usually that used to just the things I want, I get them myself anyway, so then I can't get mad at anyone but myself. You know, if I can't have something, then that's my fault. I do try and rely on people too, but I'm very much, I'll do it myself, you know. But then when you're in a relationship with someone, you shouldn't be like arguing like that. You should be communicating, and I think sometimes people forget that relationships are supposed to be fun. They're supposed to make you feel good, not bad.
Goodness, it sounds like the canal repairman had quite the problem on his hands. I'm glad everything turned out all right. Thank you so much for your help.
Don't mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out. If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Thanks, guys. Hey, wait!
Huh?
I almost forgot. Yona is looking for you.
Oh?
She said she needed something from you. Time to go play Big Brother for a bit, huh?
I guess so. Thanks, Popola.
I felt really bad for Yona the other day because she was having a good day, and then he was like, okay, just stay in bed. And I was like, she's having a good day. Let her go play with the chickens, or I don't know, like do something other than staying in bed. I don't know, maybe I'd be like the worst person to look after someone, but I don't know. Fresh air is your best friend, okay? With some of the stuff I see on the internet, I genuinely believe that there's a lot more people in the world who should probably go out and get some fresh air quite often. Huh. What happened to... Did it die? Did my stuff die? Because it was so pretty, you know? Oh. Oh no! I forgot about my farm. I've been so busy. I've been so busy. I forgot. Oh, should have done it in the last episode. How depressing is that, you guys? All my stuff is ruined. See, Yona, the least you could do. Watch the farm. I can't do everything myself. Clearly. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Here, Missy.
Yay, you're back.
Popola said you needed something?
Yeah, a favor, actually.
Do you want another melon?
What is it?
A watermelon?
I can't help if you don't tell me, sis.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Ready?
I'm ready, Yona.
I need you to help my friend.
Oh god, what friend?
Your friend?
Yep, I have a friend, and we've been writing each other letters.
Seriously?
A pen pal? How delightful.
So who is this friend?
Well, he's kinda...
He? It's a guy?
Okay, calm down, Brother Susie. It's gonna be fine. They all grow up and, you know.
Yes, and he's sick and in a whole lot of trouble. And I know that you and Vicey are the only ones who can help him.
Vicey?
Tell me about this guy.
He lives in this really big house down south, and he's super nice, and he's my friend. So you have to help him. Please?
Yona, listen.
Please?
Great. Now what do I do?
I mean, I don't want to miss a mission, you know?
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Yay! Thank you! Please help him.
So, for one, how did this all start? You know? Like...
Great. Yona's got a boyfriend.
Listen, we don't know if that's the case, Susie.
Is something amiss, lad? Your voice is trembling.
No, it isn't. Shut up.
Gosh, I wonder if that's how my brother felt when I got my first boyfriend. I remember how my dad felt about it. Woo-hoo. Yeah. Not the easiest thing. I think about it too sometimes. If I had a little girl and then she was my little girl, only my little girl, okay? And then she gets her first boyfriend, and we all know how first love goes. You know, I'd say like 1% of the population has a good time. The rest of us, however...
Welcome!
Maybe not so much. God, I still can't afford that. Are you kidding me?
Thanks for your support.
I'm trying to save up for that. So I think, actually, you guys, I might stop this episode here. Now, obviously, now we must be going to that house that I just mentioned to you. Yes, we are. Okay, so we're going to the manor. But I really want to know what's in the manor. But I'm all out of time for this episode. Thank you so much for supporting my Nier Replicant series, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.